Welcome back to the morning show. Our show today is brought to you by Home Steady, a full-service one-stop shop for all of your home's needs. They provide warranty, seasonal maintenance, and handyman services. Protect your most valuable asset, your home. Transparent pricing, convenient scheduling with experienced and trusted technicians. Call Home Steady today at 833-496-9466.
Call them to get your house ready to list. And speaking of that, I'm so excited to introduce to our viewers Cori Baumann from the Brokerage House.
Yay!
So Cori and I have a long professional history together, but today we actually get to make an announcement that your role in the real estate world is changing. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, so I just recently got my real estate license.
Congratulations.
So thank you very much. I started coming on into a more formal position with the Brokerage House about last fall, with listing liaison and social media, and I just started learning more and more, which I already knew quite a bit, so it was such an easy transition, and decided, you know what, I think I'm just gonna go for it.
This is the Brokerage House ball.
That was an ill-conceived spray tan, it looks like. But,
and I'm pregnant, so this is the best of both of us right here.
Wow. So Abby was in your belly in that picture.
Yes.
So how long ago was that?
So that was like 8 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So she was my first professional photographer in real estate, and we really kind of honed that when nobody was doing it.
Very cool.
And the market was kind of in the tinker, but we said we were going to do it differently.
Yeah, so this was, we moved to Mexico for a while, and so this is Jennifer and I in front of my house that she sold for us like in a day.
After we stayed, we did the classic honeydew list, and they worked their butts off. And then, like I said, I lost her for a while because the good Lord called her and her family to serve the Abuelos.
That's our enduring term for the elderly in Mexico.
How long were you in Mexico working?
We were there for almost 3 years.
Oh, wow. What was that experience like?
It was a very interesting experience. Trying to navigate, setting up a nonprofit and helping down there with the language barrier and all of that. But it was a great experience.
Who are these great people that we see in this photo?
So that's my family. So Nate, my husband, we've been married. It'll be 20 years this year.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yes. And then Judah is my oldest, Benjamin, and then Abby. And I love this family picture because that's us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty indicative of your spirits. So I've got to watch these kids, literally grow up, especially Abby, but Ben was just a little toddler when we started working together. And you're good at everything that you do because you do it with your heart forward, and that includes parenting. They're such great kids.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Who's this?
So that's one of the abuelos at one of the shelters, the first shelter that we were working with in Mexico. So I used my photography to really try to tell their stories and to bring awareness of what was happening. So people like her, that was Lupita, was abandoned and kind of homeless on the street, and so we were helping these shelters that would take in elderly who were in their last chapter of life who had nothing, like absolutely nothing.
So your passion for that continues because you mentioned one of the reasons you were interested in getting licensed was to help maybe a more mature audience kind of prepare for what comes next.
Yeah,
tell us more about that.
It definitely grew this big place in my heart for senior citizens, and I think so many times they get missed as who needs help. So I love helping kids and raising money for orphans and that stuff too, but now I just have this big passion for for senior citizens, and I think that as they get to that place in life, which I just went through with my own grandparents, where they need to be moved into assisted living or hospice or those kinds of situations. And it's so hard on the family. And so, I look forward to helping people as they are going through that, to help them with that whole grieving process of this was our home and these were our things, and just, to help smooth that transition, with taking care of the house part of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you don't think about all of those details, but someone has to.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much emotion for everybody in with that. So
what's spring and summer look like at the Brokerage House? Other than busy.
Other than busy. I don't know. I mean, oh, there's a picture of the brokerage house.
And you're going to be even
team.
busier now that you're licensed. So
Yes, so I'm still doing the listing liaison and social media, and then
you do a great job with the social media, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I was taking some pictures and videos here, so you guys will be on
Well, make sure I look
our
good if
Instagram
I-
later. So, yeah, and actually I brought in my equipment and took this shot for the team.
Yeah,
too.
and actually we've grown even since then.
Yeah.
This was our Christmas shot, and Cori just does a wonderful job of always putting the most positive things out there into the universe, so she's going to serve her clientele really well. And I think her service model has always coupled really well with I mean, she's helped me stage in the past, and really knows the difference between just listing your house or actually being a full service
Right.
real estate professional. So I'm anxious and excited to watch you hone that, especially serving our older community as they, re-nest and kind of right size into what they're going to do next, because you don't just give them a to-do list. We have people that will help them.
Yes. Yeah.
Pack, empty, all the things that need to be
Yes.
done.
And that's what I get excited about, is the helping part. Like,
Yeah.
I love helping. Like,
Yes.
so yeah, I'm really excited for that piece of it.
Nice. So I think you brought some pictures from some of our older
Yes.
photo shoots that we've done together over the
Yes.
years.
Yep. So here's one where it's just comparing like a picture that maybe another realtor would have taken. I don't know.
Why are there
I'm
so
not
many-
saying where it's coming from, but this just shows why you want professional photography, just the difference
Yeah.
that it makes in the
Yeah, I
staging
mean-
and lighting and just seeing the space. So
I think about that when I look at like Airbnbs.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
So we always say that, staging is not decorating, because decorating is very personal. Staging is showing purpose
Yeah.
and function in natural light. And even if you've done a great job staging, if you're not amplifying it with the best photography, and we don't edit, the only thing we ever edit out is cords or tissue boxes. And God forbid if we've missed them.
Did you see, I think there was a house that went viral over the weekend with the sign above the bed.
Did you see that?
I heard about
Did
it.
you?
I
What
got
did
to
it
see
say?
I can't say it. I can't say it. But not only
Say
was
it.
the spot on picture of the bed awesome, but there was a picture taken from the bathroom to show that it was a nice ensuite.
You could see
and
it.
there it was, prominent right there too.
We should say what it said.
I don't think I can.
I think you can.
I can't. You know what? I'll post it on my
Yeah,
Facebook later.
it
so
said,
go to
welcome
my
to
face-
something town.
Which I would never.
Say that.
Well, I would never say it, but I don't know that I would have even.
You know what was interesting?
noticed
It was a beautiful home.
It was gorgeous.
You wouldn't think you would trash it up with
Right.
some.
Well, they
Well, I
just
almost-
have a sense of humor.
I
Yeah.
almost wondered though if that wasn't their
It
last
could have
name.
been.
And, what if it was, and then they put the town on the end? I just cannot believe. Good sense of humor.
Mr. and
yes,
Mrs.
but-
Pound. Unbelievable.
Yes, that's a name.
Yes,
This
could be.
has gotten out of hand.
Well, those kinds of things though do not miss us.
No.
So
Good.
we
That's
make
right.
sure that the listing looks its best, because
Any voodoo dolls and things like that.
we've moved scary dolls.
We've moved stuff.
Yeah.
We've moved extracurricular.
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah. I heard about that one. Yeah, that was.
So we've moved all kinds of things. So,
Yeah.
Cori, how long have you been doing professional photography?
So professional photography, let's see, 14 years.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So that has kind of, I've just kind of stepped back from doing that professionally now, because my interests have changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's a picture, again, when I was pregnant. I've had babies over the last 13 years. A gala that I got to do and show off
Very cool.
some of my work. And on the table there is some of Jennifer's family. I don't know if you can see, there's a cutout of Katie. And
Oh,
there's
Gaga.
Gaga with Claire. Yeah.
Aw.
So I've definitely had the privilege of working with Jennifer personally and professionally. And anyone who meets Jennifer, I feel like you just become fast friends. And I've just enjoyed working with her. So I was just more than excited to come on board at the Brokerage House, and I've
awesome.
just been loving it. So
Well, we're so proud to have you and to just add to your skill set. I mean, I've watched you grow so much, professionally and spiritually, and then turn around and serve your community with those skills. So we're just really honored to have you at the Brokerage House.
thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks for being here today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. I'm sure we'll see you out and about as
Oh, yeah.
the nice weather stays. and
Finally.
A lot of stuff going on. Thanks, Cori. Good
Thank
to see
you so much.
Cori Baumann from the Brokerage House. Matt Grimes is next.
Getting your items from the library has never been easier. Jackson District Library is now delivering your favorite books, movies, and video games in the mail. Getting started is simple and easy. Just head to myjdl.com, click on the JDL Delivers banner, get your account created, and select your items. Voila! Your items are delivered to your mailbox. We can provide a return label for you, or you can return your items to the drop boxes outside of one of our branches. Jackson District Library. We come to you.
April is National Minority Health Month, an important time to recognize the gaps in healthcare people of color contend with in our communities. Minority groups experience inequalities in our healthcare system, which creates a disproportionate burden of preventable disease, death, and disability when compared with non-minorities. The Center for Family Health works hard to ensure equal access to care for all patients. Visit centerforfamilyhealth.org today to learn how the center works to provide equal care for all.
The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to health care for all in Jackson County for more than 30 years.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence, the confidence of knowing